Okay, so welcome to my first live on YouTube. I've definitely gone live previously. I used to on IG, but this is the new place where I want to hang out is YouTube. And I just published a video on YouTube, I guess this morning. Finished it yesterday, published it this morning, and it is about confidence and the nervous system. And so I thought I would come on and actually speak live, right? Because it's all well and good me talking about confidence and nervous system and the stress behaviors and fears that come up when our nervous system is triggered, doing that on a recording, but then to actually do it live and to put myself in the situation where I could potentially be seen, be heard, be rejected, be embarrassed, any of these things. And so know that even though I'm speaking here now, a part of me is still quite nervous. A part of me is still got the stories and the beliefs of like, what will they think? What will they say? What if I annoy someone? What if I don't make sense? And I have probably been talking to the maybe since talking to the camera maybe 3 years now. So there was a point 2021 where I decided that I wanted to start a business, where I wanted to be a content creator. Well, actually, I didn't even decide I wanted to be a content creator at that point. I just decided I wanted to start a business. And the idea of speaking to camera just freaked me out so much. I remember I've still got a recording on my phone of me speaking to camera and just thinking like it's literally like 90 seconds long and I'm like, how do people speak to the camera for so long? How do they just speak? And what's actually really helped me recently is to remember there's actually someone on the other side of that camera. I'm actually speaking to you, I'm actually speaking to someone. And so practicing speaking to camera is what has really helped me get to this point of being able to, what now, 3 minutes, actually talk and have the, I guess, confidence to talk a little bit. I mean, I still feel nervous when I talk, but as I spoke about in my recent YouTube video, is that's the nervous system, that's the state. And so to adjust my state, for me now, I'm going to take a deep breath. So feel free to take a deep breath with me. And to notice the senses, to notice my heart rate, to slow down, to let my thoughts catch up to what I'm trying to say. Hi. Hi, Regina. Hopefully you can hear me. I haven't actually tested the sound, but I'm assuming you can. But yeah, so taking a deep breath, noticing the senses, that's me adjusting my state because the state influences the stories. And so even when I'm talking to you, I have the stories and the beliefs of, am I saying it right? Am I making sense? Like, what do people think? And when I can slow down my heart rate, increase my breathing, and slow down my exhale, my stories start to shift and I start to think like, actually, yeah, it is kind of making sense. Actually, this is okay. Actually, this is really easy. And I start to perceive myself as a bit more confident, as that this is actually easy. And so, yeah, it's taken me honestly just practicing talking to camera, just practicing even saying the wrong thing and realizing that it's actually okay. And okay, I'm checking the comments. So for anyone's reference, it's the first time I've gone live on YouTube, so I'm still figuring out the technology. But yeah, when it comes to just being confident, it is really, it's not about necessarily needing to be someone you're not. It's just getting back into your natural state. It's about removing the things or not letting the things that create that lack of confidence to affect you at a physical level, at a mental level. And sometimes that requires practicing to the point where your identity about yourself has shifted and your nervous system, what am I trying to say? What's a different way of me explaining this? So yeah, you've got your stories, which is your beliefs, what you say about yourself, which then feed into your identity. Your identity is your self-perception, which then feed into your stories. Your state also influences your stories and identity. And so it is very much a layered approach. And so by practicing certain habits, you reinforce your identity, you start to change the story. So as I'm speaking to you and I have these beliefs, because I continue to speaking to you, even though a part of me wants to just be like, okay, done. I reinforce a different belief based on my actions by taking a deep breath. I adjust my state, which reinforces that this is safe, that I can continue just showing up as I am in the way that I want to. And therefore, my nervous system gets to the point that it's like, actually, this is safe. Like talking to you guys is fine. I don't need to feel triggered or stressed or anxious about it. And in a way, I'm kind of also just testing myself. Like it's all well and good for me to be talking about how confidence is your natural state and that you have to just do nervous system work and regulation. But of course, I just want to show up and actually, I guess, practice what I preach and talk to you about confidence in situations that can kind of trigger a lack of confidence, which is being seen, being heard, speaking up in situations where that are important to you. Because that's the other thing. The more important situations, so whether it's like a meeting or an interview or a date or any of these things, what can happen because it's so important, we care more about how we're going to be perceived, whether we get rejected or accepted. And it's also those situations where we want to do the best, but then I know for me, so many times I've just like not been able to speak, like said the wrong thing, hidden, just like even not even just said anything. Like it's safer to say nothing than to say the wrong thing. And it's those situations where it's so important for us to really, I guess, regulate ourselves and have that foundational identity so that we can make the most of the situations that are important to us, as opposed to, yeah, regretting that we didn't say anything, that we didn't speak up. Because the thing is, you know, these days, like, the truth is visibility to a certain degree does lead to opportunities and success because you become someone that people remember, but it doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to be perfect. Like no one says perfection leads to opportunities, it's visibility. And sometimes just even saying the wrong thing or just, you know, speaking up, being the person that goes first, being the leader in that situation really opens up a lot of, yeah, opportunities and success. Yes. Oh, there's someone from Australia. Hello. Late Saturday morning. I've just had brunch. But yeah, so where I'm going with this is I think that was, yeah, the main thought I wanted to get to is around or just showing you that even for me, sometimes speaking up and being seen here is nerve-wracking, but it's important to me, and so I still do it. I still show up, I still practice, I regulate in real time, I reframe my beliefs in real time. And so it's not that, I'm anything more than anyone else. It's more just that it is important enough to me that I will face my fear. I'll do it anyway. And if you've been on for, the last few minutes, first of all, thank you for being here. And second of all, you may have realized that I've kind of gone around in circles, to be totally honest. But it's okay. It's okay. So, 10 minutes has gone so fast. And yeah, if hello for anyone, well, I obviously haven't, oh my God, such a stupid thing to say. I haven't met any of you, and you probably haven't met me, but hello, thank you for being here. I'm gonna end this live here. I will do more lives if you want to see me again. Obviously, I have YouTube videos up, so have a look at those. One recently is around confidence and nervous system, literally what I'm talking about here, the state story stress cycle. So have a look at that. And what is my channel about? Oh, my channel is about, so I talk about identity, subconscious, somatic work, mindset work. That's like the classic question, what do you do when you are a creative? But yeah, essentially it's all about one of my biggest visions has been to empower you to empower yourself, which is such a broad topic, but I hope that the topics I talk about will help you become the version of yourself you're always meant to be and live your dream life. So there is obviously a lot of topics and more that I plan to talk about.